Welcome to this program on Yin Yoga. My name is Devi Daly, and I'm really looking forward to sharing this with you because it has changed my life and it has changed my whole approach to yoga after doing many years of more traditional styles. This is where it's at for me. So Yin Yoga was created by Paul and Susie Grilly. They are my teachers. They taught me Yin Yoga, which I really specialize in. And Yin Yoga is an incomplete practice. Why is that? Because the words yin and yang are these pairs. They're opposites that are meant to go together. And if you just have one side, if you just have the yin or you just have the yang, then you're going to be out of balance. So yin and yang in this Taoist theory is very much about making these things merge and blend in a way that promotes optimum health and well-being. So Yin Yoga is the form of yoga where we relax a lot. We hold the poses for a very long time. We're very passive. And Yang Yoga, being the opposite, is where we are strengthening the body a lot. We are working with rhythm and repetition. We're not holding things for very long at all, and things are more like movements rather than poses. We are working with the upper body a lot more as well, whereas Yin Yoga focuses on the lower body. So when we get into talking about the tissues of the body, the fascia and the bones are more yin, and the muscle is more yang. So Yin Yoga focuses more on those yin tissues, the fascia and the bone. Yang Yoga focuses more on muscles, which respond more to that rhythm and repetition. And the more you pump, like when you're lifting weights or something or doing some push-ups, you're getting more fluid into the muscles, you're getting more blood flowing through. And that's one of the things that we're going to be focusing on in this practice. So this series is kind of building up. They are more mellow in the beginning and then they'll get more challenging toward the end. We have core strengthening in these sequences. We have thighs and quads and hips being strengthened. We are balancing. We are working with the whole upper body. We're also working with sequences that are inspired by Qigong and Tai Chi in the way that they draw from nature. So we have animal imagery, we have plant imagery, and this is one of the things I really love about this. And also about Qigong and Tai Chi, one of the characteristics of them is that there are these things called forms where movements are in a sequence. And so it's a little different than our usual yoga class where the teacher or yourself, you just call out pose, 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 different poses in an order. The only thing in yoga that we have that's like these forms is the sun salutation. And so we are taking that idea and saying, let's have more of those in yoga. Let's find some moves that feel good, that invigorate and strengthen us. Let's bring them into our yoga practice. We're also working with ways of feeling our bodies in a strengthening way without it being rigid with alignment. So when we do Ashtanga, Vinyasa, and other forms of vigorous yoga, there's often a lot of strictness about how to point the toes, where exactly the body should be, straight lines with the spine and everything. And we're just gonna toss all that out the window and work more on, hey, what does it feel like to put your toe this way, put your toes that way? How does it affect your pose? Do you feel like you have more power with your body in one certain alignment than the other? Then go with the one that makes you feel more powerful. I'm not going to tell you as your teacher what that is because I'm not in your body. I want you to figure that out for yourself, and I will give you options and guide you through those kinds of explorations. You do not need any props for this practice at all. That's another beautiful thing about it. You could even do it without a yoga mat. All you need is your body. And if you're a beginner, there are beginner options throughout this. The last couple of sequences might be a little bit much for beginners, but as you build up to it, you will decide if it's for you or not. But the first few classes are definitely all beginner friendly with options for all levels. As you can tell, I'm very enthusiastic about Yang Yoga, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So let's go ahead and get started. I will see you in the first video.